Comic fans, webheads, this is my top 10 most anticipated comics for July 20th, 2022. Fans, I'm Mike Spidersayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. Fans, we got some good books getting ready to come out, so let's dive into it, guys. Kicking it off with the Hot Seat, and the Hot Seat book this week for July 20th, I guess, goes to Axe Judgment Day issue 1. Here we have it, guys. It's finally coming out. The big Marvel event of the summer. We have Judgment Day. Now, this is taking place in a lot of stuff when it comes to the Marvel Universe. So I can see this being on a lot of people's hot seat, because if this is not good, if this does not capture their attention, people are not going to read this. So hopefully this event with the Avengers, with the Eternals, with the X-Men is worthwhile so people can enjoy. This one is 36 pages and this is a $6 comic. All right. Next is the book that's on the rise. And the book that's on the rise this week is Do a Power Bomb. This is issue 2. This one is done by Image Comics. And this one is written by Daniel Warren Johnson, and the artwork is also done by him. And this first issue was really good, as you got to see a story of a young girl's mom who died in the ring of wrestling, and now she's kind of taking in her mother's footsteps. And then you got some supernatural shit that happens at the end of the book, and it's going to take her to a completely different place. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And we'll see where this book goes, man. But I like the artwork. I love the opening issue. If you have not caught this yet, see if you can still find issue 1. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. 32 pages, and this one is $4. So now we officially kick off this countdown with number 10. And number 10 goes to DC vs. Vampires All Out War, issue 1. This has been a solid book, guys, all the way around. You know, we got the mini-series or maxi-series that's been going on through this year. And I've had people tell me, I thought this was going to be a crappy mini-series or maxi-series. I didn't think this was going to be interesting, but this has been a good book about vampires slowly changing over Earth's heroes and then joining the evil vampires, right, to take over the world. It's been quite interesting. The leader of the vampires is a very important DC character, and man, oh man, this is really good. This is a one-shot. This is All Out War. And we'll see what this story has to offer here. They've been doing a bunch of these spin-offs. They did one with Damian, they did one with Harley, and now they're doing this all-out war one. So this one is 32 pages. This one is $4. Coming in at number 9, this has dropped a little bit on my countdown. Originally, it was like my most anticipated book, but I feel like this has slowed down a little bit, and being that it was delayed, it hurt it as well. This is She-Hulk. This is issue 5. It says Jen Walters has been around since 1979, but this issue holds a first for her. The mysterious villains surely don't care and plan on destroying her, a Jack of Hearts. Legacy numbering 168, 28 pages, $4. So in this series, Jack of Hearts has made his return. If you read Avengers Disassembled, Jack of Hearts had a major role to play in that series with Jennifer Walters. So he kind of makes his way back to her, and he doesn't know how he got there. His powers are messed up, and she's trying to investigate, find out what the situation is. There is a mysterious villain in this book. We don't know who that is. They've been kind of drawing that out a little bit, but I think we're, like I read the description, we're going to get the revelation of that, and I want a little bit more action in this book, right? But however, when Jennifer Walters speaks and she interacts with characters, it's a blast, man. I love her as a character. So moving on now to number 8, we have the Jurassic League. This is issue 3. This is for all you dino fans out there. This is for all your moms and dads that like to read comic books with their kids. You get to see this version of the Jurassic League, the Justice League, as dinosaurs battling against bad guys, right? Darkseid's demons or whatever it is in this version. And it's been entertaining. The artwork is really good. I've said this before. I would love to see this as a show, a movie, toys. Like, I could see all this really expanding DC's line when it comes to stuff like that. The story is entertaining. First issue, you got an introduction of the characters. Second issue, you got the coming together of the characters. Now I think the story is really going to amp up here. So 32 pages, $4, guys. Moving on with number 7. Number 7 goes to Grimm issue 3. So we have the continuation of the character known as Jessica Harrow, as she is I guess, Death's assistant. She's a Grim Reaper. As she takes people from the living side to the dead side, she checks them in. She has her scythe stolen from her. There's this other entity that looks like that's entering the I guess, the book. You know, that's going to play a major role in this. It looks like it could be a very evil person. I think it's a pretty solid story. I think it's just getting started here, so we'll see where it goes. 24 pages, and this one is $4. So another independent book comes in at number 6. This one goes to Radiant Black. This is issue 16. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Piece by piece, Marshall has managed to dismantle the Epic Front Empire. This is what happens next. So Marshall is the current Radiant Black. He's been slowly taking out characters. He's had some anger issues. The last issue was a little bit of a filler issue, as we got to see Nathan and Marshall team up together to make a movie of Radiant Black because he's become famous. And at the end of the last issue, there was a QR code that you could scan with your phone. It takes you to a YouTube channel of Radiant Black, and it has an animated short on there, which was worth the price of admission to that comic in itself. So you got to get a good visual of how the writers want Radiant Black to actually be. So I really enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to this next issue. 32 pages, and it's a $4 comic. Moving in at number 5, we have Silver Coin issue 12. Always a lot of fun. This anthology horror book is second to none, man. The stories in this is so well done. And you always get a different writer that writes Silver Coin. The last one had James Tynion about a woman that was at a diner, and she wished that she had, customers in her diner because there was basically a McDonald's next door, and she got possession of that silver coin, and let's just say her wish came true, but then at the end of the day, bad things happen. That's always what happens when you have possession of the silver coin. And this one looks like it takes place in 1945 during World War II. You got Nazis involved and all kinds of crazy stuff here. So I'm looking forward to this one, guys. This one's 32 pages, $4. Coming in at number 4. This one goes to Bunny Mask, The Hollow Inside, issue 3. So it looks like the main character, B. Foster, and the Bunny Mask character are going to cross paths in this issue. Now, unfortunately, I did not read the last issue. I am one issue behind just because I got a lot of stuff going on right now, and there's a few books that slipped through the cracks. But I'm going to read this book and issue 4. Issue 2 and issue 3 back to back, so I get the full effect of the story. Because this story is pretty complex, but if you like different stories, you like horror books, this is something that you'll dig. This one is 32 pages. This one is $5, and it's creepy. Coming in at number 3. I'm surprised this is actually number 3, but this one goes to Gunslinger Spawn issue 10. Everyone always assumed that Gunslinger was one of the weakest of the Hellspawns, but now he is able to show them just how wrong they are. So you're led to believe, even from Todd McFarlane himself, he has always said that Gunslinger is the weakest of them all. Like, when you look at Gunslinger, he is like Batman, right? And Spawn is like Superman. So that is the power set between those two Hellspawns. So I want to see now what Gunslinger does in this issue to prove us all wrong that he's not a powerful one, right? He's very crafty, he's very witty, Love this book. If you guys love Brett Booth's artwork, you're going to love it even more. $2.99, 24 pages. All right, coming in at number 2, guys, we have World's Finest issue 5, one of my favorite DC comic books to hit the stands today. This book is the way DC Comics should be written across the board. All their characters here, written by Mark Waid, is second to none. I love Kara, I love Superman, I love Batman. Tim Drake's in this book, Flash is in this book, Green Lantern's in this book, Superman and Batman combined to become like a green freaking lantern in the last issue. Dude, it was so sick. And they're trying to catch this freaking guy and trap him. And someone has to sacrifice their lives to trap this magician, right? And it's a hard order. It's a hard task. And I love the artwork here by Dan Mora as well. And this book is so much fun. My gosh, I love this one. This one is 32 pages, $4. You won't be disappointed. This is the end of the first story arc, guys. So what's my number 1 most anticipated comic? Well, I think this is the last issue of it. I could be wrong, but this goes to Life Zero issue 6. The zombie book that I never thought was going to be good is absolutely phenomenal. Mark Cicchetto does the artwork in this. The way he draws the zombies are so well done. It's about 6 soldiers as they go on a mission to rescue the captain. Once they rescue the captain, they got to rescue the daughter. And the mission at hand is so emotional. And just when you have things figured out, right? It throws you for another loop. And at the end of the last issue, you found out what this actually zombie apocalypse is, which I really like because you really don't get what zombie apocalypse are. Like, you don't get the answers to what caused them to begin with. You get the answers of that in the last issue. You get the answers of what the apocalypse, like, when you get infected, what it can and can't do, or how you get infected. You get the answers to that in the last issue. So I want to see how this plays out in issue 6. Such a good series. For whatever reason, you can't find this on the racks, which I think it's very hard to. Wait for this to end. Buy this in trade when it comes out in trade. You will not, I repeat, you will not be disappointed with this. So guys, there you have it. There are my top 10 most anticipated comics for July 20th, 2022. I want to know in the comments below, what are you looking forward to, everybody? And of course, if you love my content, I'll leave you more content right here to click on. This is my top 10 comic book covers of the week, where you can vote on your favorite comic book cover. And of course, guys, always keep buying, keep collecting, but remember, read those comics. Guys, I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye.